Good morning, students. Welcome back to another session on grade 11 entrepreneurship. We are in unit 1 and trying to understand about the myths related to entrepreneurship. But before we go into this session, let's have a quick recap on what we learned in the previous class. In the previous class, we understood about the need for entrepreneurship, in which we first understood that there are different patterns or different type methodologies adopted by various countries. There is a capitalistic economy, there is a socialistic pattern, there is a mixed economy like India, and how entrepreneurship plays a major role. I also explained to you yesterday that most capitalistic countries are referred to as developed countries or advanced nations because their private enterprises play a very significant role. In an economy like India, that is a mixed economy, even here also we have, after 1991, we have started significantly, private enterprises are contributing significantly towards the economic development of our country. Now, today's topic, myths about entrepreneurship. Now, what is this myth? Myth means those are those facts that are not 100% real. We are not sure. Something that we are assuming it to be true. Myths are those things that we assume. We are quite unsure about it. Now, there are certain myths about entrepreneurship which we have to understand. I think most of you who have taken informative practices or IP during your grade 10 must have had a little bit knowledge about this. So let's start understanding. Starting a business is easy. Absolutely no. Starting a business is not an easy task at all. It actually takes about a period of 7 years to start an enterprise, and it really takes a very long time for an entrepreneur to achieve success. It is not that easy task. Whatever may be your kind of business, whatever may be your investment, but it is not as easy as they have told here, right? It takes 7 years to build up a very big business, minimum business that is making a profit for 3 consecutive months. You know, in most cases, the entrepreneurs get very less compared to the salaries that they pay, right? Then it takes a lot of money to finance a new business. Absolutely not. You know, people believe that there is also one more myth related to this, that if you have rupees 1,50,000, you will be able to start a business. No, no, no. You don't even require 1,50,000. There are many entrepreneurs who convert their fixed cost into variable cost. Now you need to understand what is fixed cost and what is variable cost. Fixed costs are those costs that we definitely have to incur. Variable costs are those costs that may go up and down, that will keep fluctuating. Say for example, if you pay your, in a business kind of setup, or in your house, I'll give you an example. Your parents, if they are working somewhere, they get salary. Every month the salary is fixed. Unless and until there is an incentive or they get promoted, the amount of salary, minimum salary that they get is fixed. That is called fixed expenses. The amount that is fixed in a business is referred to as fixed expenses. Example, rent that they pay, lease, if they take some machinery on lease, according to the lease agreement, they have to pay rupees 10,000 per month. Rent is 30,000 per month for the commercial place that they are using. Then fixed expenses, one of the fixed expenses is salary. Most entrepreneurs, you know what they do, they convert this salary, fixed expense 10,000, you have to give salary to somebody, say for a clerk in your office. Instead, these entrepreneurs very creatively, very innovatively convert it into variable expense, saying that they may pay commission if you achieve a target. Now it becomes a variable expense. Right? Narayan Murthy say for that says he did not start have great money to start. He started with only rupees 10,000. And today you see how big an empire is. Our own school, Sadhu Vaswani International School, started with rupee 1. You don't require, 1,50,000, 10 lakhs, 20 lakhs. It's not, that much of money is not required to start a business. This is a myth, right? And many entrepreneurs have proven this to be wrong. Startups can be financed, startups can't be financed with debt. Absolutely the ulta it is. Actually, most entrepreneurs, they, instead of giving equity or probably giving their ownership, they prefer debt. There are many businesses that are started with the help of debt only. They borrow, and with that borrowed money only they start the business. If you look at the history of businesses, many entrepreneurs who are successful today have borrowed the money in the initial stage. Somewhere they have taken loan, right? Banks won't lend money for startups. This is absolute nonsense. After 1991, there are so many schemes that various kinds of banks have initiated for the purpose of promoting business, for the purpose of encouraging budding entrepreneurs. So there are a lot of schemes in which you can actually get money or helping hand from the government. Shakti scheme, Swayam Krishi scheme in Telangana, all these Sectwin bus services, all these schemes are there where entrepreneurs or budding entrepreneurs, if they have a very good idea, they are encouraged, to start their business, right? Most entrepreneurs start business in attractive industries. Absolutely no. In fact, I will give you an example here. There is one example of a lady called Mahima Mehra. You have to have a knowledge about this wonderful person. This Mahima Mehra, you know what she did? She started a business in a paper industry, but you know how? She made paper out of elephant poop. She found that the fiber that is there in elephant poop can be converted into good quality paper. So if you look at the percentage or the category, to tell you overall, 0.77% of entrepreneurs out of every 10,000 are into businesses that are making success. So you can assume that there are entrepreneurs who are coming out with innovative products, innovative new things. They are not into industry. Some industry, if it is in boom, everybody is starting a business there. No. Today I can say pharmaceutical industry is in boom. The hotel industry is in boom. The hospitality industry is in boom. So because that business, that industry is in boom, does not mean that you are also going to be successful if you start a business. My business depends upon my choice, my area, my idea, my concept. If you think about Mahima Mehra, right from this childhood, she was, transferred, she was traveling with her father to every area. And she traveled, she had an opportunities to stay for a long time in the forest area, in which she had to observe, she had the opportunity of observing the nature, understanding she was placed near an elephant corridor where she used to play and mingle with those elephants. And that's the area where she developed interest over it. She did her research, her curiosity developed somewhere when she was 5-6 years old. You are able to understand. So it's not necessary that because that industry is in boom, everybody will go and start business there. It is not at all like that. Entrepreneurs are very, very independent, very, very, they brainstorm a lot on their own, and they think about businesses that are more appropriate and suitable for them, rather than something. They do not go with the wave. They are the people who create change. They are the catalyst. Try to understand. To tell you very simple, in a simple sense, जहाँ entrepreneurs खड़े होते हैं वहाँ से line शुरू होती है. वो line में खड़े नहीं होते हैं. Wherever they are standing, the line starts from there. Understood? So they are not those category of people. Entrepreneurs are not those people who are attracted towards industries. They don't get attracted to the industry. They get attracted towards the idea that they have in their mind, and they want to bring their dream into reality. So this is also another myth. Growth depends upon the talent and not on the business. This is another myth. Maybe I'm very much talented, but I don't have finance. Maybe I'm very much talented, but that industry is not at all successful. So there was a boom for computer industries in Y2K crisis came up. There were a lot of budding industries, but today it is not so. Right? Today everything has changed. The technology has changed. So it is a myth. Only there should be, if your talent is critically very, very important, but only having talent, with the talent alone, if you can achieve success, then there will be every house will have one successful person. It is not so. There are so many other factors that are involved for an entrepreneur to achieve success. Again, apart from this, there is one more myth that most entrepreneurs are financially well settled. This is truly, truly nonsense. I'll tell you, an entrepreneur, when he is in the initial stages of business, or probably even after 5-6 years, he doesn't get that much money that he is paying to his manager. Salary, if he had worked somewhere, he must have got a better salary rather than starting his own business. It takes a lot of time, energy, effort to set up an enterprise or an empire. So to achieve that, he works really very hard, and during the initial years, since he is dependent upon his team, his employees, he takes care of his employees first. Most entrepreneurs get really very less when compared to the amount of money that they pay to their employees during the initial years, of course. It almost takes, 1/3 of the entrepreneurs only see success after 7 years or 6 years, that 3 months consecutively they have made enough profit that is as much as equivalent to the salary that they pay to their manager. Just imagine, 1/3 out of those budding entrepreneurs. So that another one is also a myth, right? So I will quickly do a recap. There are certain things that people assume or they don't know about business, but they believe that is the truth. So there are so many things like starting a business is easy. No, it is very, very difficult. It may take 7 to 10 years. It takes a lot of money. No, even with 10,000 rupees, Infosys Narayan Murthy had started the business. Sadhu Vaswani had started the entire school education system with rupees 1. Then startups can't be financed with debt. No, startup, most of the entrepreneurs prefer debt compared to equity. And then banks won't lend money for startups. In fact, 1991 ke baad, there are a lot of schemes that have come up encouraging budding entrepreneurs. Most entrepreneurs start business in attractive industry. No, they start business where they have their choice of making their dream come true. And then growth depends upon talent, not business. No, talent is very, very important, but other factors are also there. And most entrepreneurs, the seventh one which I have not mentioned here, are financially very successful. That's also a very big myth. Most entrepreneurs are not financially successful during their initial years. In fact, it takes a lot of time for them to achieve success. And mostly their employees are getting better paid than the profit that they cherish after making payments to after making payment to their employees, right? So hope I have made this made sense in this unit, in this topic, and then I will be sharing the notes to you via the media that we are usually using. Thank you and have a very, very fantastic day.